Coin.
Hey there, YouTube coin community. It's Dustin with CoinOp, and today we are going to take a look at a 1943 Lincoln cent that just sold for in excess of over $1 million just a few days ago. So let's dive right on in. Now, yesterday I had gotten an email, and in that email was this article by Coin World. So I will post a link down in the comments to Coin World and to this article. I strongly suggest you go check this out. It is mind-blowing. Now, just a few days ago, this coin traded hands, but privately, and it sold to an East Coast collector for an excess of $1 million. Now, they're not specifying exactly how much, but it is more than $1 million. Now, what we are looking at is the finest graded 1943 red Lincoln cent. Now, there are 3 color grades for uncirculated Lincoln cents. There is red, red brown, and then brown. Red is the most scarce and the most desirable. So this 1943 copper bronze is what they call red in color, and this is the only graded 1943 red example in existence. Now, as I said, this was graded by PCGS. It is graded MS63, so it is definitely an uncirculated. And as I stated, it does have the red designation. It also does have its cat sticker. And like I said, it's sold for an excess of $1 million. So what we're going to do, we're going to go take a look at the differences between the red, brown, and brown color differences. Now, if you would like to read the full article on this, I am literally just giving you a tiny synopsis of the actual story. So if you would like to check out the full article, go down, click on that link, go over to Coin World and check this out. It is just a mind-blowing story. I would love to see a transaction of $1 million coin. It's just wow. Okay, now the color differences applies to uncirculated Lincoln cents. Once they are circulated, they typically only have the brown color. So if you pull coins out of your pocket change, typically those are going to be brown in color, your Lincoln cents. Now, when a Lincoln cent is struck, they will originally have a very brilliant orangish red color. Now, that is what a freshly minted Lincoln cent would look like. Now, over time, that color will diminish and it'll start to fade and it'll turn this nice deep brown. I've seen places listed as a chocolate brown, but it'll turn a brown in color. And all that is any time any metals are exposed to the air or elements or sun, it will tone. If you touch an uncirculated Lincoln cent with your fingers, your fingerprints will permanently tone into it. So what a red designation is a Lincoln cent that still has its original brilliant orange-red luster. Okay, now you should be taking a look at a red-brown example. What a red-brown example is it still has some of that brilliant orange-red color, but the brown is really starting to show through. So it's kind of an in-between. Oh, that's what you're looking at right here. This would be listed as a red-brown. Okay, now we are taking a look at a brown example. Brown is the most common color that you are going to come across with Lincoln cents. The Lincoln cents in your pocket change that you pull out are typically going to be brown in color. Even your uncirculated Lincoln cents over time turn brown in color. So it is pretty scarce to have a Lincoln cent that is as old as this 1943 that still has its red designation. Okay, well, the unfortunate problem with the 1943 Lincoln cents is that there are a ton of fakes out there. There are 1,000 times more fakes than there are known examples. Typically, if you find a 1943 and it is copper in color, chances are it's been replated, or it has an altered date, or Sometimes it's just a flat out counterfeit right out of China, the Chinese fakes. So we're going to take a look at a couple of those. You should be right now taking a look at a replated 1943. This is actually a 1943 steel cent that somebody plated with copper. Now, to be able to tell the difference, it's real simple. If you were to take a magnet to it, it would stick to a magnet. If your 1943 Lincoln cent sticks to a magnet, it is not a 1943 copper. It is a 1943 steel that has been replated. The other thing you're going to want to do with it is weigh it. Make sure you put it on a scale. A real 1943 struck on copper bronze will weigh 3.1 grams. So if it weighs something different, chances are it's a fake. Now, the other thing that people like to do is they like to alter the date of a 1948 and they make it look like a 1943. When they do this, the date placement is off and the bottom of the 3 you can see it on. On a real 1943, the bottom of the 3 kind of comes down to a point. On an altered date, it definitely does not. Then you get these fakes out of China. We call them the Chinese fakes. Now, these fakes have very spongy looking details. They are almost never the correct weight, and they just look really off. You can spot these a mile away. But what it boils down to is with a 1943, if you believe that you have a 1943 that is struck on copper bronze, first, take a magnet to it. Second, weigh it. If everything checks out on that end, then go get a second opinion. And by that, I mean, just spend the $30 or so and send it off for third-party grading and authentication. That way, it eliminates any possibility that it's real or fake. You would know 100% for sure when it comes back. Well, everyone, we hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely hope it opened your eyes to $1 million 1943 Lincoln cents. That is just mind-blowing to me. Wow. I would love to just have $1 million, let alone $1 million coin. But anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy our content, do us a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. The more that you interact with our channel, the more it encourages YouTube to share our content with more and more people. Also, by subscribing. If you are not yet subscribed, click on that subscribe button. And while you are at it, click on the bell. That way you get notified immediately when we upload new content. Well, everyone, until next time, have fun.